We're gonna start the day off with an update. Tell these people why you wasn't here.
I had kidney stones.
You had kidney stones.
Another one.
You had kidney stones at the worst time. It was so busy last week, bro. I swear to God, that's not the lockbox we're gonna use. I think.
Yeah.
But other than that. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. I'm in here with some energy. I need you to pick up the energy, Jacob. Pick up your energy. We gotta do this. First house we have right now is a vacant. They're saying that the system's not even cutting on at all, so we're gonna start there and get this thing going. All right. Do you hear running water? I feel like I hear running water. So what we got here? Units in cool. Set to 74, reading 70 in here. So I guess let's see if the fan comes on. I can. It just pulled up on the filter. All right, I can hear it. That works. Come on, Austin. You can pull that down and go up there. It seems like everything's working. I mean, let me drop this down to, let's just get proof this thing's working here. All right, for video purposes, I'm gonna use the temp probes up there, but for our invoices, I'm gonna take screenshots on the JobLink Pro app. So right there, we got 68.5. 49, and that temperature dropping, so can definitely say it's cooling right now. So let's go ahead and cycle this back off. We'll leave it at 75 because it is supposed to get into like the 80s this week. Let's just make sure the heat also works, maybe, possibly, if the gas is cut on in the house. We'll take a look up here at what kind of system this is, what brand. Ooh, whoa, that did not sound good. Well, that would, yeah. Don't give out on me on YouTube. Oh, got us a little Goodman here. Ooh. What is the purpose of that right there? Let's go check that out. First off, it's kind of bent, but you can feel air coming out of both of these. It's like somebody tried to use these as cleanouts, I'm guessing. Which way does the drain line go? Out that way. If this backs up right now, this will overflow out of the top of this before it backs up into that. So I'm gonna get 2 pieces of PVC and just make these a little bit higher than that port, so that way it doesn't overflow out of here. Now, because there's no drain trap right here, I don't think it's an issue if I leave these without a cap on it. So I'm okay with that as long as they're higher than the secondary port. If this backs up, like I said, it should back up into there first before it leaks out of these two. So we go get some PVC out the truck. And voila, made them higher than the secondary port. So we shouldn't have any leaks out of these. And if anybody wants to come by and, add some treatment or whatever to the lines, you can just easily spray whatever you want or drop the little tablets in. And we're good there. The house, the gas meter is locked out outside. Jacob just checked that, so we're not gonna be able to get a delta T in heat mode. So we're gonna get on up out of here because it seems like the system works perfectly fine. We'll be on to the next one. The what? Real quick, had to make a pit stop at our favorite supply house in Augusta, Epteen Distributors. They give us all our Tempstar equipment. We love these guys. Do you love Epteen?
I love Epteen.
They give us all the great deals.
They're so nice and friendly.
They need to start carrying some Milwaukee tools up in here, though.
Where was that, the middle?
Trying to move fast, yeah. Trying to move fast. Got the blower motor out. Jacob's putting the belly band on the new motor. I had diagnosed this Friday. I had 24 volts from blue to common on here, as well as I had my 240 going in here, and the motor wasn't spinning. That whole coil was iced up on like the last day of Masters here this week. Or no, what? I think the last day was what, Sunday?
Yesterday,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That dude who said if his wife was to give labor, he'd leave, and he won.
I'm dead.
He would have risked it all for that baby, and that's a real man right there.
Risking it for the baby, not risking it for the biscuit.
Nope, risking it for the baby.
Risking it for the baby. Hurry up with that fucking motor so we can get out of here.
Dang!
Don't laugh at how the panel's not on all the way. I'm gonna fix that. I just wanted to show. The motor now is running. It's not a the Gentex, I believe in the Evergreens, you have to replace, and you got to make sure you put the panel back on so that way it can self-adjust for whatever airflow. But this one's an OEM one. I've put a bunch of these in. I don't have to calibrate. This one didn't have to be programmed or anything. Just plug and play. So, Jacob, I'm gonna put this panel back on. Go ahead, go downstairs, turn the thermostat to cool. Oh, it's already on cool though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Take my probes, put them in the duct, and we'll just wait for the delay on the defrost board to kick in. I'm gonna get this panel back on. Got a no AC call here, just went inside. Oh, it's a heat pump system. I thought it was the electric heat. Got the unit set to cool right now. That coil is fairly dirty. I think we're supposed to clean the coils here too. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to check the info. But nothing right now is happening out here. I think we're gonna have either a low pressure situation or that defrost board isn't sending the signal correctly. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright. First thing I'm going to check to see is if we got the call for cool coming from the unit. From Y to C, we do have 24 volts. So now if I can find the low pressure switch down here, check and see if this is showing 24. It's showing 0, so that switch is closed. And the high pressure switch is closed. Did I just short this? No, I didn't. Okay. So now that leads me to check the common and the Y for the contactor, and I got 0. But this is where a lot of these situations come in. From Y to Y, I got 0. From Y to common, I got 0. From common to common, I got 24. So I don't think that common works. And we're gonna double check that. Let's disconnect real quick, verify we don't have power here because I don't want to short the compressor or anything. Got nothing, cool. So now I need a jumper. Austin can find. Oh my God, I'm searching through your bag. I feel stupid, my bad. No bags on condensers. You gotta remember that. So if I jump from this common over to here, contactor pulled right in. So that just lets me know that the common on the control board is no longer working going out to the contactor. Common everywhere else seems to be fine. So we're just going to splice that common in. and get this unit back up and running for this customer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we went ahead and cleaned the condenser as well. It was bad all the way around. They had like dirt on this side kicked up to about here, so I cleaned that out as best I could. Jacob's on the phone with the local Ream distributor, so we can get on a price and availability on the control board. But just to show you guys how I bypassed it, I didn't bypass any safeties. The safeties on this still run through the Y circuit and all the low pressure switches. So the only thing I did was just run common all the way to this common right here on the thermostat bundle. So if it still needs to trip the high pressure switch or the low pressure switch, it will. And we can go ahead and cut this on and let the system dry up. Oh, I'm gonna get my probes on here first. All right, got the clamps and stuff on now. Boy, what happened?
What did you do?
Put it back in the on position. Did he cut it off?
Oh, go.
I hope he didn't cut it off. About to make me look like a fool on YouTube saying I fixed something and didn't fix nothing. Try this again. Let me see if I still got 240 coming in here now. Still got 240. So, oh, I'm stupid. I'm super stupid. I forgot to put the Y wire back. Never mind, Jacob, we're good. I was being stupid. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. And we're gonna see the contactor pull right in. Oh, I'm being stupid. There we go. Probably should have checked that before I cut it on, but it's back running now, and it sounds not the greatest, I'm gonna be honest. Let's get an amp draw on this. Set my meter up, Jesus Christ. And I'd want to look at just, we can do the overall system. Nope. Six. RLA is 14. Let's let this thing dry up the condenser coil, and we'll see how the pressure's looking. See how delta T's are looking. Alright, so I'm gonna slap some screenshots of the delta T and pressures right now. And according to the chart, I'm not too far off from the vapor pressure that it's supposed to be at the outdoor temperature for today. My probe is saying it's about 79. It was reading 78, so I should be reading in the 80 column, and my pressures are a little bit lower on the end of the 75, but it's going up. My suction pressure staying the same, my head pressure is going up, and my delta T is fine. So I think it's just taking a little bit of time for the coil to completely dry, but I think we're all set. We're gonna wrap this up. We got a compressor to go throw in there at another house. So let's go ahead, pack it up, and get on to the next one. We're at the compressor job. Old one is out. This is warranty, so I did have to seal it up. I was able to cut out the high pressure side, the low pressure side we had to sweat out. Other than that, it wasn't too hard to get out. We're gonna go ahead. Jake's getting that one ready. I've already got the core removal tool on the low side, and I'm gonna get my micron gauge out the truck. I'm not gonna use the hoses to pull down. Since we got time today, I'm gonna do it the way I have done it before when I'm not in a rush. So let's go ahead and get this boy cracked up in there. That one grounded out. It was tripping the breaker. yeah, we need the crankcase heater off of it, even though it's probably never ever going to be used again. So let's get that swapped on. Got Jacob repairing some wire, or not really repairing, but preventing some wires from having a rub out. He found some sitting on the suction line, so he's going to go ahead and take those up. Compressor screwed in, brazed in, sitting on a pressure test right now. Oh, got the vacuum already over here. Just got to grab the micron gauge and we'll start packing up while this thing's on a vacuum and while I got it on the pressure. What these people got to do, Jacob?
Huh?
What these people got to do?
I don't want to get the wrong answer. Get coolly.
But they're supposed to like the video.
Oh, damn people.
I'm gonna go ahead and say we're good on the pressure test. I know I probably should leave it longer, but it's been sitting at that -1 for the longest. So and I stopped it at like 250 after I let it equalize for about a minute or two. So what I'm gonna do now is take this off, put my micron gauge here, and hook up, since I got the valve core removed from this one, I'm gonna hook up the 3/8 tube from the vacuum to here. And that should get us going on the vacuum while we clean up. All right, Jacob, it's time to see how good this vacuum did. It's pulling 522. Go ahead, cut it off. Let's see how much it tries to go up. It's not moving up at all. Oh, okay, there we go. 522. Oh yeah, we're good. It didn't really shoot up at all. So let's go ahead and gotta get the valve core back in here. Take the hose, start putting the vacuum up, drain the oil back into that canister so that way it won't spill out in the truck and everything. All you gotta do is just flip that black tab down. Yep, let it fill up. And close it. And then pull it out and put the cap back on it. And then you're good there. Get this on. Valve core back up in here. Close that. Push the core in. So much easier doing this with no pressure in the system. Did I put any moisture back in it? Nope, it's still going down. There's that 521 and not that 520, so we're good there. I can take the valve core removal tool off. I'm gonna get a picture of that, and we're gonna start weighing the refrigerant in so we can get these people back up and running. All right, so we're running into a slight bit of an issue that I think, I'm not 100% sure how we're gonna solve it, but we're gonna try. Right now, this number, the superheat's pretty much telling me there's not enough refrigerant inside the evaporator. However, my subcool is telling me that liquid is starting to stack up in here in the condenser. I'll try and post a screenshot of the Delta T right now to try to help explain what's going on here. But come over here by the trash can. It's got a piston inside. The outdoor temp right now is about 85 dry bulb. I can tell that by okay, 86. Well, close enough to 85. The indoor wet bulb is 62 right now. So I should have like at least a 3 or plus or minus 2. So I mean, I wouldn't want a 1, but at least a 3 to 5 superheat. So since my superheat is higher, I have to add refrigerant to get that number down. But I know if I start adding refrigerant, that's gonna go up. And I don't know if that could play into a part as to why the first compressor failed. If that makes any sense, that's how my brain is processing it right now. Somebody let me know if I'm just being stupid. Drop in the comments what you guys would do. Would you guys just keep going? My boss told me to keep going. But it's draining though. She's making water. However, line set's not sweating at all. And as the screenshot portrays, it's almost 80 inside. So we're gonna keep going and see what happens. We rinsed off the condenser coil. It wasn't really dirty, but I thought why not try it and see what that does. It did help out a little bit as far as the superheat goes. I don't know how it did that, but it did. And I added just a little bit more. I'm not gonna add any more. It's sitting around 13, 14. It seems like it's dropping now. Cool. And I've been told to never, and even if you're working on a piston, to still kind of monitor subcool. You don't have to base your charge off of it, but you just want to make sure that too much liquid isn't stacking up in here. So I'm going to leave this right where it is. I'm done touching this. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. 2-ton split system. The unit or the line set goes in probably about the length of a stair, probably about 4 feet. Loops around the back of the air handler, and it comes like right here on the other side of the wall. So it's a short line set, so I don't know why it needed so much refrigerant. And it's a 2-ton here, it's a 2-ton inside. So looks like we're getting closer and closer to that 3 degrees of superheat that this thing wanted. But we're gonna wrap that up. But it's still making water, so is this sweating yet? Oh yeah. Yeah, she's sweating. You got words of wisdom for the people? This is it. This is the end of the video. I'm done. My battery about to die.
Stay away from sodas.
Well, they can't hear you over the fan.
Stay away from sodas.
What'd they do to you?
Give you kidney stones and they ain't fun. I'm 25. That's not good. That's what the doctor told me. He said, you're 25. You shouldn't be having kidney stones at 25. I said, well, thanks for calling me down.
Oh, one of my homeboys back home had one back in, like, I want to say junior year of high school, freshman year, something around the time. But anyways, you guys have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. I'll catch you on the next one.